You guys.
Hello.
What?
Do you know that we're in the middle of a program of a show?
Yes, a lot of physicists theorize that this all could be a program.
Yes, indeed. No, I'm talking about us talking into these microphones, and then we record it, and then somebody out there actually listens to it. And it turns out that there's a whole bunch of somebodies, and some of those people like it so much, and I love this about them, that they give us a little bit of money.
Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a neat thing that they do, and so we need to thank them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, big thanks this week go to Sky, Brian, to Anne the Trans Woman, to Plant Doctor, to Thick James, father of Slim Jim, and to North Idaho Brian, not to be confused with South Idaho Brian. That guy is a dick.
They hate each other.
The state's not big enough for the two of them.
No.
It's true.
Even though it's long and skinny.
And Ryan, thanks to Thomas, and I think it's my turn to give a saint to Andy. So I am going to give a saint, and the saint will be Saint Bob of Lynchburg. And Saint Bob of Lynchburg is the patron saint of very large boats with a lot of displacement, and tomato plants that grow sideways, and also of helicopters.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nothing special about it, It's just one of the saints.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
like
Andy's saint.
That's kind of a working man's saint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a salt of the earth saint. Nothing too fancy.
Nothing fancy. We
No
don't need to go.
backflips.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there's that. And Uncle Mark,
Yes.
I believe that you have prepared something special for our donor, Don't Panic.
Yes.
For they have raised their donation amount to $10, and that's where you get a heaven.
We got to rename this podcast the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in Review.
Yeah.
No, Doug, you got to just stop doing this to us, all right? So
It's just, it'll be called that. It'll be called the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in Review, except Uncle Dan.
That's right. You could read it during your time off here, Dan. It's pretty fun stuff.
I've heard this reading thing's all the rage.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth it.
Give it a try.
Ultimately,
Something
not
to
worth
do
it.
between masturbating.
One of these days, we're all gonna make. You guys are gonna be making jokes, and I'm gonna be like, "Ha, I get it," and you're gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, it's going to blow our minds, our sloppy, bloody minds out of our brains. Out of our brains? Out of our heads. All right, well, without further ado, let us honor Don't Panic, fellas.
Yes, please.
For this incredible generosity. So, dear, sweet, amazing Don't Panic. I don't know, how do you pronounce that? Don't Panic or Don't Panic? I want to get it right. It's an ethnic name. When at a time too far distant to even imagine, in this time of endless Tuesdays we're enduring now, when you shuffle off this mortal coil, the first thing you see, ironically, will not be a large neon "Don't Panic" hanging before you in the void. No, you already know not to do that. Rather, the first thing you see upon hieing to your eternal destination in the twinkling of an eye is a bright flash, and then another, and then another. Where did you go? Blinding flash heaven, you wonder? Because fuck that noise. But once your forever pupils adjust, it's so much more than bright flash heaven. It's a languid summer night somewhere, and before you, daggers of light pierce the sky and dance. Beyond the flashing lights, you see a brightly lit sign. It's a marquee, actually, with huge red letters that reads, "World Premiere, The Life and Loves of Don't Panic." You look down, and below you is a lush red strip of carpet leading towards the marquee, surrounded on both sides by dazzlingly beautiful people in evening wear, screaming your name and waving glossy photographs for you to autograph. That's right, Don't Panic. Your heaven is an eternal opening night, surrounded by glitz and glamour you've never imagined possible. And speaking of glitz and glamour, check you out. Your patron information doesn't make clear how you identify Don't Panic, but in your heaven, you are definitely a lady person, and a goddamn knockout to boot. You land somewhere in the middle of Marilyn Monroe, Grace Jones, and Cate Blanchett. Pro tip, you'll learn to work the knobs, so you can be all one, a half of two, or all three at once. It's your fucking heaven, you choose. Your flawless skin and statuesque physique is draped in silvery satin, pearls, and humanely sourced furs, however that happens. On your arm is a Hollywood hunk or hunkess of such camera-ready hotness it takes your breath away. There somewhere, in the middle of George Clooney, Idris Elba, Timothée Chalamet, Grace Jones, and Cate Blanchett. Again, you're going to learn to work those knobs. You swan down the carpet, pausing and contraposting for maximum glam shot effect, taking your own damn time to get into the glorious 12 million-seat Golden Rococo movie palace from the days of yore. And what is the film? Why? It's your life, don't panic, in real time, from conception to death at a ripe old age. The millions of adoring fans delight at your infantile cooing, your childhood fibbing, your teenage fumbling, your ceaseless masturbation, your college cheating and plagiarizing, your remarkably adroit first sexual experience with a partner, your shockingly, almost catastrophically awkward second one, your marriages, your children, your old age and grandchildren, and your peaceful death falling from the Statue of Liberty's torch dressed as Bagger Vance. That's a long story. The crowd leaps to its feet and roars with applause. The champagne pours, and you dance the night away to the actual Glenn Miller Orchestra. Then you exit the theater, and bam! Flashbulbs pop, the crowd cheers. It seems the exit to the theater is actually a limousine door, and you're back on the red carpet. You see, don't panic, this red carpet is less a straight line than an eternal Mobius strip. You're trapped in a quantum singularity of glamour and celebrity and embarrassingly revealing cinema forever and ever. Don't panic, from which there is no respite and no escape. But you're really going to learn to love those knobs. So enjoy that one.
Wow.
Enjoy the knobs.
Yes,
Yeah.
Enjoy the knobs.
I want to get me some of those knobs. Those sound like great knobs.
Good, very good knobs.
In the story of my life, do I have to watch the quarantine in real time, or can I fast forward through that?
I'm afraid that's how it is, Doug. That's just how cinema works.
Lordy.
It's always in real time. So that's
There
it,
you
guys.
go.
If you want to join Don't Panic in a glamorous heaven, you can certainly do so and express your generosity by going to our website, hitting the Support Us tab, and pouring in all the money you can. And if you can't do that, then it's fine. Just give us 5 stars anywhere. It's free. It is also love if you're too cheap to give money. And and that's it.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So thanks, everybody, and let's get the rest of the show going.